So, this is the Spider-Man everybody's been talking about, right? Spider-Man, the new animated series, premiered on MTV in 2003, and to this day is the only fully CG animated Spider-Man cartoon. The show starred Neil Patrick Harris as both Peter Parker and Spider-Man. It was meant to serve as a continuation of the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie from 2002. I mean, it's not like you'd really be able to tell anyways. Aside from stuff like Peter, MJ, and Harry all being in college, and Norman Osborn being dead,
Don't tell Harry.
there's really no similarities between this and the original movie. And just look at these character designs. They look almost nothing like the original actor, especially Harry.
I don't know who this man is.
And seriously, what is wrong with MJ's neck? This show is known for having a more mature tone and having a lot of adult themes, like people dying almost every episode, blood, and cursing.
Okay, dipstick.
Damn it! Peter, what the hell?
Didn't you get your ass kicked enough last time?
You're about to get your ass stomped.
I've heard her midterm is a real bitch.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But besides all that, I think the show is really interesting and deserves to be looked at. So with all that being said, let's take a look at Spider-Man, the new animated series, or as the intro calls it, Spider-Man. So the first episode starts off with a very intense action scene. A protest on a college campus. Riveting stuff, I'm telling you.
And, as is often the case, I find myself looking at her. That's Mary Jane Watson. If someone would just pay me to take pictures of her. Who am I kidding? I'd take that job for free.
Oh my goodness. Gang, get a grip.
You can't run away from me forever, Peter Parker.
Yeah, never mind, gang. I think she wants you. And this dude is gonna sit there and smile? Gang! Lock in!
The jewel in the crown is this 17th century 253 carat star ruby.
Who was that? Well, whoever this guy is, he runs on the scene, snatches the jewel, and leaves just like that. You know what? This looks like a job for Quicksilver. Oh, never mind. Spider-Man, you got this. And bro just lost him. Oh, you know what? Maybe these guys can help.
Anyone see a crook?
The only bad guy I see here is you!
Some guy.
Or not. Now, somehow, some way, Spider-Man is the one being blamed for the ruby getting stolen. And even Peter's closest friend is against him.
Spider-Man's a crook. No news there.
Harry, I get that you think Spider-Man killed your father.
On account of he did?
Apparently, people are starting to believe that the guy who stole the ruby, who is now being called Turbojet, is a Robin Hood type figure. I'm not too sure how we got to that conclusion, but sure.
Don't you ever just go with your feelings?
Well, yeah, sometimes. You?
Always. There.
Bro, the signs are clearer than a literal stop sign. Get it together. At a board meeting at Oscorp, executives tell Harry that it'd be better if he were the one to announce the new science center and give the school a telescope to auction off. Is this plot relevant? Not really, but it's important to include details.
So go with me here. I run around Manhattan saving people, and I'm a menace. Turbojet steals a small fortune, and he's instant hero.
Hello?
Maybe I need an image makeover.
Is bro vlogging now?
I'm Spider-Man.
You know what? Do you, bro. You got it. Turbojet makes another appearance. So, of course, Spider-Man chases after him, but only after Turbojet almost kills a man. Yeah, this show gets very dark. Like, you thought I was joking about people dying every episode? Bro, he's one of the lucky ones. Like, no joke. Once Spider-Man catches Turbojet, it doesn't go pretty well, as he escapes pretty easily. Yeah, bro, this happens almost every episode. Like, oh my gosh.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Okay, settle everyone. Thanks to an anonymous donation, the Villeroy Towers Defense Fund is up to $1 million.
Okay, who is actually donating that much money? In a holy glaze, bro. Turbojet has only been on the scene for like 2 days.
Listen, there's something I need to tell you guys. My dad's company convinced ESU to bulldoze Villeroy Towers.
See, I told you it was important to include the details. Hey, don't look at me. I don't even know this guy. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is our only appearance of Aunt May and Uncle Ben. It is then revealed that Turbojet is the janitor I left out of the edit. Yo, remember everything I said about leaving in details? Forget that, bro. Don't even worry about that.
Next time you better hope I don't see your freaky little face, Spider-Man.
You know, I'm not too sure you can see his face at all. See, because like he wears a mask and like the whole point is to cover it. All right, never mind. My fault. My bad. My bad. My bad.
There's a word for someone like you, criminal.
Guess some bugs don't know when they've been squashed.
All right, bro. How'd you get the whole suit on that quick? After Turbojet escapes, once again, we cut back to... Oh my goodness. Do you guys do anything else?
Turbojet's out making a difference. Spider-Man's just out for himself.
Okay, but like, do you know him personally? This is just next level glaze.
So the answer lies in how we interpret the valence of the resulting molecule. You can see the extra electrons here, here, and here.
Science class.
Okay, how about if you both come with me to make my presentation tonight?
Pick me up on your way?
Can I meet you there? I have to do something this evening. I don't think things are so black and white.
As in, your feelings for another person.
More like one person's good deed might be another person's crime.
Oh.
Pro does not want it for real. Now it's time for Oscorp's announcement, where I'm sure nothing bad will happen at all. After Turbojet steals the telescope, Spider-Man catches him and uses an undefeated method. Snitching.
Wow, I thought they're the ones you said were stupid for making you a hero. You did say that, didn't you, Wyler? How you had to take care of things because they couldn't?
Fantastic work. I absolutely love to see it. Damn! Now it's time for an epic showdown between Spider-Man and Turbojet. Oh, never mind. And of course MJ gets kidnapped. Because why wouldn't she? Spider-Man is finally able to stop Turbojet. And that's pretty much the end of the episode. Oh, what's this?
MJ, you see, Harry, like all great men, knows that actions speak louder than words.
In that case.
Okay! Yes!
How you doing?
Hey, at least let me enjoy it for a minute.
Episode 2. And oh, look. Peter's looking at his finances. I just know he's making bank. Oh.
Besides, not everyone hates Spider-Man.
I mean, yeah. Only your best friend, your classmates, your boss, the entire police department, and pretty much the entire city. So Spider-Man chases after this helicopter, but it turns out to just be the FBI trying to get Spider-Man's attention. So the FBI has enlisted the help of Spider-Man to get a super chip called the TX-1 away from someone named Bledsoe.
Get the chip to us and we can figure out how to neutralize it in case any others show up. You scratch our back, we scratch yours.
Can you scratch my back too? There's a spot back here that I really can't get. Oh, and you're leaving. All right. Oh my gosh! It's
The Niggerchin!
So it turns out this isn't the FBI, but actually a plan set up by Kingpin, who was actually played by Michael Clark Duncan, who also played Kingpin in the 2003 Daredevil movie. Does that mean this is connected to that too? Can we possibly disconnect it?
Hey, I'll videotape the lecture for you, so you won't miss anything.
That would be great. Leave it to you to know exactly what I'm thinking.
This is actually the most insane self-sabotage I've ever seen in my life. Wait, hold on. We're about to see Peter spit game?
I know how much this means to you and how badly you want to do well. Not that you won't do well, because you will do well, because you're swell.
So, listen, maybe you want to come over before the show and, I don't know, help me run lines?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Cool. How about in an hour?
Excellent.
How on earth is this working?
Wait, I can't. I'm totally zoned out. I'm in the middle of chem lab, and this teacher kind of has me up against a wall to finish.
Oh, never mind. Forgot about the self-sabotage. So Spider-Man successfully steals the chip and delivers it to the most trustworthy guy known to man. It makes it just in time for MJ's showcase.
Then tell me when we're finishing the first sketch. I'm practicing.
Maybe if you'd made rehearsals.
I'll have you know, I had a very high-paying gig yesterday.
Yeah, you're a mystery producer you've never met.
What are you looking at? Never seen a real live actor?
I've been scammed.
And now Spider-Man has to track down that limo.
Nice of you to drop by.
Not a problem. Will I be fighting any of your henchmen, or did you already eat them?
Get it? Because he's fat? Kingpin, no! That's Vince McMahon's limo! And if that wasn't bad enough, MJ's already hugged up on some other dude! Ah! Oh. False alarm. Just a transition.
Deutsche One, Germany. The Red Bank, Russia. The Royal Trust, England. Our own Federal Reserve. The financial institutions of the world, ladies and gentlemen, all waiting for the biggest digital satellite heist in history. Now that the TX-1 is ours, once my men finish installing the uplink, you can think of these as cash registers, dumping billions into our pockets. And thanks to America's stupidest superhero, the feds are hunting the wrong man.
When will the uplink be ready?
24 hours.
Sounds like everything is going to be just fine. Bro genuinely gets kidnapped by the actual FBI because this idiot made a phone call to the FBI on his personal phone.
You better pray I find Spider-Man. Because if I don't, I'm coming after you. And I'll be treating you as if you and Spider-Man were one and the same.
Peter Parker and Spider-Man? The same person? Nah. After messing up with MJ once again, Peter realizes Kingpin is using the helicopter as a satellite. But before Kingpin can get away, Spider-Man stops him and captures him for the actual FBI to get. Now all that's left to do is to go to MJ's showcase. But it's low-key all for nothing because MJ got a new boyfriend. Oh man, that sucks. So, next episode?
Parker, what the hell are you doing?
Nothing, sir.
I hope you're not thinking you'd rather be out there having mindless enjoyment instead of helping me rewrite the textbook on cell regeneration.
No, sir. I was just about to check the regeneration rate.
You say it like you're checking your email. Have I not made clear the importance of this experiment?
No, I get it, sir. Reptilian DNA somehow can program cells to reconstruct missing appendages.
Legs, skin. Chlamydosaurus kingi, the frilled lizard. Attacked by a predator, it'll leave its tail behind so it can escape, only to grow a new one later.
So with all this talk about limb regeneration and reptilian DNA, obviously this episode's villain is the lizard Mysterio. Nah, I'm just playing. It's that big reptile. 1 second while I get Vaseline. Got my Vaseline, now back to the video. Dr. Kurt Connors sends Peter off, telling him to go have some fun. And then immediately gets into some suspicious activity. Peter meets up with MJ and Harry, and it's time to party. Woo, woo,
So, what kind of fun are we having tonight?
Well, Harry was having me look at his dad's will.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Spider-Man gets into this long car chase, which ends with a truck exploding. What? And then just next level hating by this cop.
So Spider-Man's in cahoots with street thugs now. Well, guess this one didn't count on getting double-crossed.
Didn't you hear me? Spider-Man saved me.
Yeah, right.
Like, genuinely, what did Spider-Man do to these people? This guy looked like Dr. Phil anyway. Don't need to worry about him. Totally nothing suspicious to see here as Dr. Connors gives himself another injection of reptilian DNA. I'm telling you, if something would have happened, it would have happened by now. After the lizard kills a man, Spider-Man chases after him, but of course, he gets away. Oh, hey, look, it's Jameson. Bye, Jameson. So Peter goes to look for Dr. Connors, who is brooding in the shadows of his lab. Totally nothing suspicious to see here. Oh my goodness. He is Mysterio.
What?
For a second, seeing you behind the desk, you looked just like some of those photos of your father.
Nah, I don't see it. Connors injects himself with more lizard DNA as he plans to go attack Oscorp, which he's doing so while Harry is there. Spider-Man comes to Harry's rescue, but Harry despises him. So the first thing he tries to do is to slime him out.
Spider-Man. Get out of here! Why are you helping me? Go on, go!
Can't even blame him. There's literally a ginormous lizard right in front of him, and he never lost sight of the main mission.
Good. I seem to have your undivided attention. It's not too late to turn this thing around. Is it, Dr. Connors?
Yes, please. We've got an emergency here.
I think I can help you. I know all about your experiments. Think about it, Doctor. You have your arm back, but at what price? We don't live in a jungle. I have to turn you in.
Spider-Man, you and your accomplice are under arrest.
Accomplice? We just met.
We got them both. Let's get them to a holding cell.
Doc Connors, listen to me. We can get you help. If you struggle, you'll just fall. Genus Aranii, at your service.
We then get the final showdown between Spider-Man and the lizard, which, long story short, ends with the lizard getting his arm cut off again and plummeting to his death. He even sheds a tear before he dies. See, I told you there was nothing suspicious. And now on to the next. Oh, what's this?
It's just.
Thanks for letting me do that.
Not a problem.
All right, bro. That's twice now. I'm gonna need you to log in. In episode 4, we meet super shady movie producer Richard Damien, who hires an assassin not to kill Spider-Man, but to capture him.
The way I figure, he's mostly Spider. He's no more a man than that bonobo. He belongs in a cage.
Well, I guess keep him as a trophy? I don't know. We then get one of the best scenes in the entire show with the fight between Spider-Man and Shikata. Like, I mean, they was throwing hands, bro. Oh my goodness. actually peak.
Doing a little past life regression? Let me guess. You used to be a hitman for Genghis Khan.
I underestimated your tracking skills, Spider-Man.
You underestimated 21st century technology. I matched frequencies with your cell phone. A woman in your position, Lotus, I believe, should be more careful.
You mistake me for someone who cares about dying.
And you don't?
The only thing that matters to me is honor.
Ah, as in, it would be an honor to kill you, Spider-Man.
Exactly. Worthy adversaries are so hard to find in this city.
Great. You like me. You really like me. Now let's move on.
After another encounter with Spider-Man, Shikata deems it dishonorable to fight and capture Spider-Man for money and cannot promise that she won't kill him. And now, Damian is after her because she knows too much. After Spider-Man saves her from almost being killed, Shikata has this to say.
Now, more than ever, I know it is our destiny to fight to the death. But not now.
Do you want to kill him? Or are you in love with him? I'm confused.
Those were two of my best men. Close that!
Alright, let me stop talking. Shikata gets down like that. She pulls up to Damian's house, kills both him and his right-hand man, best friend, life coach. You know, I'm not really too sure who he was. But either way, he got sliced. And MJ is pulling up for an interview with Damian. Gang, I'm not gonna lie, you gotta go.
Mr. Damian, what are you doing under your desk?
Or find out the hard way. That works too. Oh my goodness, she's old? Yo, who is this lady, bro? Spider-Man and Shikata have yet another great fight, which ends with Spider-Man breaking Shikata's sword, which holds all her power, turning her old, and making her evaporate. See, I don't really know what to tell you, but peak. Peak.
We make a good team.
Yes, we do.
Yo, MJ has been with a different guy for the last 3 episodes. Gang, make up your mind. But hey, it's not my problem. Episode 5. Probably one of the more memorable episodes. For no particular reason. Funny enough, this episode actually starts with the chase. So you already know she's getting away. Easy. Bro, first encounter and your identity's already being revealed? Be not about it, bro. Harry, no! You have so much to live for! Oh, he's just bungee jumping. Some white people stuff. Harry meets up with Peter and MJ and tells them that he's met a new girl that they can both meet over dinner tomorrow night. Wow. Harry seems to be pretty happy about this girl. I wonder who it is.
I'll get it.
Oh my goodness. She's black. No. Obviously, this is the thief from the opening scene, who the Daily Bugle has dubbed as Helen. Real name.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne.
Oh, and you just know Peter's playing it cool.
Is Harry here?
Grade A, my friend. Grade A. Maybe he's just never seen a black girl before. I believe it. Wait, hold on. Now he's moving like prime DDG.
So, Cheyenne, did you know Harry's rich?
Peter, what the hell?
All right, but let's get back to the actual story. That night, Talon gets right back to her evil schemes and, of course, runs into Spider-Man. Talon tells him to meet her tomorrow at 9 p.m. sharp, and he just lets her get away because it's just that easy, I guess. The next day, when Spider Man meets up with Talon, he basically hits her with the "Stop! This isn't you."
This can't really be what you want to do with your life, is it? Because trust me, most of the guys I run into in this business, idiots. I'm talking morons, okay? You're not like that. You're way too smart.
You're better than this. All right, bro. But of course,
Don't nobody want to hear that shit!
all right. But all jokes aside, the next part is actually a really great scene. The cops arrive and start shooting at both Talon and Spider Man, and there's just a certain level of intensity here that is actually captivating. The scene with Talon getting shot and Spider Man once again trying to get through to her, even using her real name.
Cheyenne!
How did you know my name?
But of course, it doesn't work and she escapes. The episode ends with Cheyenne basically dumping Harry and telling him she's moving away and never coming back. This was honestly the best episode so far, although I do feel like the ending was a bit abrupt. In episode 6, we are introduced to the group Pterodax, who are totally and completely harmless. Sure, buddy, sure. Peter and MJ have some alone time, which of course means Peter has to run away and go do Spider Man stuff. Spider Man takes care of these guys pretty easily, especially this guy. I think he had a personal vendetta against him. Since Jameson is back, I think it's a good time to talk about his voice. I hate it. He sounds sick, but he's also been smoking for 45 years.
Spider-Man hires robbers to crack safe, then chases them away. That makes these photos worth $40.
Great. Times 6 is $240.
In Bolivian pesetas, maybe. In Los Estados Unidos, it's still $40 for all 6. Take it or leave it.
Peter goes to another news station because Jameson tried to lowball him and meets.
Hi, I'm Peter Parker.
Indira Daimanji. Everyone just calls me Indy.
Indy. Yeah, Indy. Hey man, I can't even be mad at this next play. After the news station plays Peter's video, Pterodax pull up to that news station for even daring to put them on the news. But not before getting the most awkward scene I've ever seen in my entire life.
MJ!
Peter, hi. Peter, the word I'm looking for, what's that?
CD.
CD with ribbon.
Gift.
Really? For me? Well, who is it for?
Researcher. At Empire One TV, this researcher just kind of helped me sell some news video.
Oh, that's nice. What's his name?
It's a she.
It? She sounds lovely.
Look, the thing is...
Do you want to go to a movie with me tonight?
You know, I was going to suggest the same thing, because that would be terrific.
Good. We'll meet at the Drip Den, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I've got to go. Empire One.
Now here's some actual conflict. Peter is in the building when it's attacked, so of course he can't use his powers without revealing his identity. And Pterodax declare that if Spider-Man doesn't show up before the 8 p.m. news, everyone in the building will die. Alrighty, okay. Peter escapes in the cleanest way possible. No glaze, it was just that clean. And gets everyone out of the building before it explodes? Like, Jesus Christ. All of this to kill one man. And you didn't even kill him. So Spider-Man takes out all 3 members of Pterodax. And that's pretty much the end of the episode. Oh, was this?
Peter?
And in front of Mary Jane? Peter.
You a nasty nigga, bro. I like your style, though.
It is here in episode 7 where we are first introduced to Max Dillon, one of Peter's classmates, who I'm sure will cause no problems ever. Anyways, it is here where we are also introduced to another one of Peter's classmates, Christina. Christina also has a very unhealthy obsession with Spider Man. Yeah, gang, she's like crazy. Like crazy, crazy. Gang, I wasn't playing. She built a machine to read minds. And of course, the machine goes haywire and it messes with her brain. And Christina starts hearing voices, making her even crazier. And it's Spider Man talking to her? Oh my goodness. Then here go Mary Jane moving on that BS.
You know what our problem is? We don't ever share our thoughts, our feelings.
That's your hunger talking.
Peter, I don't think you get it. We've been friends for like ever, right? And we know a lot of details about each other. But see, if we're going to make this shift, you know, it has to be more than knowing my favorite sandwich. It should be like
ESP?
Like communicating.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Can you? You're always running off somewhere, but I realized I have no idea what you do or where you go. I mean, who are you really?
Right now, a guy who wants to take you to lunch.
This is what we're gonna do. Every day, starting tomorrow, we write a note to each other, divulging a personal tidbit.
A tidbit?
Uh-huh. Something small, but deep. A secret. I'm determined, Peter. I will get to know the real you.
He don't want you, gang. I'm not entirely too sure what's happening, but Christina is seeing like visions of Spider Man that are telling her that he wants to be with her and they need to be together, but she has to find him. This is totally going to end well. He convinces her that the best way to find Spider Man is to put herself in danger. So, what does she do? She jumps off a building. And let's just say it doesn't end too well.
I knew if I jumped, you'd save me. And once you were here, you'd realize that we're
What? What do you think? We're like soulmates?
Oh my god. You knew exactly what I was thinking. This just proves it. We are soulmates. Oh, we are.
No, we are not. I don't even know you. Now don't put yourself or others in danger. Ever again.
So her next plan is to find Peter Parker, as he's the one who takes all the pictures of Spider Man. Oh, hey, Max. Hope you're doing well. And stay that way. And nothing bad ever happens to you. So, for whatever reason, Christina starts stalking Harry and MJ and finds out about MJ and Spider Man's past. So, the logical next step is to, of course, kidnap and kill her so she can have Spider Man all to herself, as one does. At this point, I think it's worth noting that Christina is played by Tara Strong, which is very noticeable because at this point she's going full Harley Quinn.
We're early for a wedding. Won't the lovebirds be surprised to see an uninvited guest splayed on the buffet with acid holes where her vital organs should be?
So of course, Spider-Man shows up, saves MJ, and Christina ends up in the hospital because the elevator shaft she was in fell to the ground. She'll be alright. And at the very end of the episode, MJ tells Peter that she wants to just be friends. Keep that in mind. Just be friends. Honestly, I really didn't like this episode. Even with the talent of Tara Strong, there's not really much you can do when the main villain of the episode is just some random college student. But it does feature a very relevant topic with the dangers of a parasocial relationship. But we're done with all that. Now, it's time to get into episode 8, my personal favorite episode of the series. This episode is so good, I'm actually going to say the title. It's time for episode 8, The Party. Max Dillon's back and has been kidnapped by some frat boys who are literally doing this simply because they don't like Max. They had this man tied up and blindfolded just because they feel like it. The frat guys stop to get hot dogs, so Max takes this opportunity and gets the wheel and drives off. Then almost causes a car accident, but that's besides the point. Spider-Man arrives and saves Max from almost drowning in cement. And this is all before the intro.
Come and see me.
No Tory Lane. I said before the intro. That is just the intro. Peter, Harry, and MJ make plans to go to the party,
He said it! He said it!
which is hosted by. Any guesses? If you said the frat guys from before the intro, I said before, you win a prize. And your prize is to keep watching the rest of this video.
Police are still checking Spider-Man's involvement in the runaway vehicle.
Give me a break. Just a little one, even.
Peter runs into Max, who is not doing well after what happened before the intro. Corey? He says he doesn't even know who did this to him and wishes he was more accepted. Wow, man. You really got to feel for the guy. I think it'll be okay, though. Whoa! Spoilers! Jesus. Max then runs into the guys from before the intro.
Come and see me, yeah.
Max then runs into the guys from before.
Come and see me.
Max runs into Doug Reisman. See? I learned his name. And says he's going to pledge to his frat soon. And Doug even invites him to the party. Oh, that's great. Things are already looking up for Max. Peter then gets into a fight with these guys. Well, he's Spider-Man. It's all good. He's gonna win. He's gonna kick all of them. Or he just loses. That works too.
Let's get out of here, Max. Those guys aren't worth it.
Why? Because they wanted me instead of you? Just stay out of it, Peter.
Okay, Max. Who do you think? My fault. My bad. And now it's time for the party. Hey! And hold on. Max is eyeing a girl? Oh, he about to get busy. Well, never mind. Because apparently he's been chosen to,
You've been chosen to enter the inner circle of the Sigma Brotherhood Council.
whatever that means. But it turns out this was all just a ploy to get Max in a room to shoot him with paintball guns. Y'all need to find a hobby or something, because there's just no way. Max then runs out the party, but not before wishing death on everyone.
I hope you all rot and die.
That nigga wasn't talking to me. I'm gonna let that be known right now. He was talking to y'all niggas.
And then he climbs onto a rooftop and ends up in front of a sign that says maximum shock. Foreshadowing? I mean, obviously it's foreshadowing. So Max is now Electro. And obviously the sensible thing to do is go back to that party and raise absolute hell. But like, he's not gonna do anything crazy, right? So Electro straight up kills Doug and Spider-Man shows up. And I cannot express this enough. The fight that takes place between Electro and Spider-Man is actually fantastic. Electro's blind rage, Spider-Man trying to resonate with him once he realizes it's Max, and him ultimately having to outsmart Electro just to put him away. Absolute cinema. It's fantastic. Wait, no. That's the Fantastic Four. Incredible. Wait, no. That's the Hulk. Amazing. There we go. Yeah. The episode ends with Peter, Harry, and MJ visiting Doug's grave and a tease that Electro will be back. Can I just say, absolute peak, bro. I love that Max is essentially the main character of the episode. We see his entire journey on what led to him becoming what he became. That already puts this leagues above whatever was happening last episode. While I can't agree with what he did, you can almost understand why he made those choices. He was relentlessly bullied and just wanted to be accepted. And when he finally thought he was going to get that chance, they spat in his face once again. I think it also helps that this isn't the first time we've seen Max. He was already somewhat an established character before we got to this episode, which made his descent all the more tragic. It's so good. Like, honestly, if you had to pick only one episode to watch from this show, I'd recommend this one. It's honestly that good. In episode 9, we learned that Flash Thompson also attends ECU. Funny for him to only show up now, but whatever. Flash has to go meet with his tutor, who is really just performing science experiments on him, which are somehow making him smarter. I don't know, bro. I slept through science class every time. But it's helping him woo the ladies. So there's that. It turns out that his tutor, doctor, scientist, I don't know, bro, is also helping these two thieves who are built like thumbs and also helping them become smarter. And then they proceed to absolutely whoop Spider Man. Who even are these guys? After noticing the bumps on the criminals' necks are the same as the one on Flash's, Spider Man gets some information from Flash about who his tutor, Dr. Zellner, is. Flash is feeling immense pain and asks Zellner what's wrong. So basically, because Flash is so stupid, enhancing his brain at such a rapid rate is causing his body to reject it, which could result in him dying if they don't find someone smarter than Flash to use as another test subject, which really isn't that hard. So Flash calls Peter. Hi, Jameson. Bye, Jameson. So Spider Man pulls up to stop them and gets outsmarted. How do you keep letting this happen to you? But Flash frees him from the chair and he is able to take out the two thugs. Zellner then kidnaps Flash. Spider Man tracks them down to the subway, takes out Zellner, and restores Flash back to his normal self. It was genuinely a nothing episode. Moving on. Episode 10 starts off with an attempted assassination of a political figure. Never seen that before. But of course, Spider Man steps in and stops it. The news snitches that it was Peter who gave them the footage of the attempted assassination, and now someone named Silver Sable is out to get him. MJ finds out Peter is going out with Indy, and instead of being jealous, she thinks it would be a good idea for them to all get together and hang out. Sable literally pulls up to this guy's house ready to kill him. But of course, Peter gets away because he's Spider Man. Duh. Now let's see Spider Man handle business. Jesus Christ. MJ and Indy seem to be getting along pretty well, which could be really good or really bad for Peter. Peter and Indy find out that it was Silver Sable who tried to kill him, and he goes to confront her, but then he realizes there's levels to this. But it's not over yet, because Sable's men have kidnapped Harry, MJ, and Indy. After once again getting threatened by Sable, Spider Man saves his friends and gets into another fight with Sable on top of a limo, which ends with her drowning? I don't even know, bro. And the episode ends with MJ coming over to admit she's been jealous of Indy and Peter. But get this, Indy is already at Peter's house. Player activity. Episode 11 features the return of Max Dillon, aka Electro, who tries to eat me? I don't know what that's about. Who appears to be taking a more digital approach this time, as he takes control of Sally's computer. Sally being the girl from the party episode.
Cut her some slack, okay? Sally was the last person Max seemed to connect with when, you know, that night.
Are you sure about that? I think it was more like he looked at her very surprised. Sally then sees visions from what happened at the party. And I'm not gonna lie, this just starts playing out like a horror movie. Electro appears on Sally's TV and warns her that once he's at full strength, he's coming back for her. Whether that means he wants to be with her or kill her, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell from that one look. As for right now, though, Max can only travel through things that only use electricity. Power lines, signs, streetlights, and things like that. But this is still enough for him to attack Professor Williams, which is the professor that has appeared in pretty much every episode. I just haven't brought her up at all in this video. Yeah, remember what I was saying about leaving in the details? Why? I've been told you to forget that. But in my defense, she was never plot relevant until right now. Fun fact though, Professor Williams is played by Cree Summer, otherwise known as the GOAT. Anyways, Spider Man is able to intervene and saves Professor Williams, and Electro withers away to wherever he is, and Professor Williams is sent to the hospital. Spider Man goes to look for Max again. I'm not too sure how he knows where to look, as he doesn't exist, but whatever. And then he gets fried. My goat might be wise, bro. And Electro goes right back to targeting Sally. My brother in Christ, you are scaring the hoes. Bro, what happened? Did he fry her to smithereens? So it turns out Max is trying to turn another person into an Electro just like him, which I guess is why Professor Williams survived. And now he's trying to do the same with Sally. Jesus Christ, bro. This is just too much. Spider Man, hurry up. So, with the help of MJ, Harry, and Oscorp, Spider Man gets his hands on a high voltage storage container to, well, contain Electro's high voltage. And then just straight up chucks it. And then it just explodes.
Hope this finally puts an end to your pain, Max.
Damn! He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
This episode was not as good as the first Electro episode, but I still think it was pretty strong. And now we enter the two-part series finale, Mind Games. In part one, we are introduced to the Gaines twins, who are currently being transported in an armored convoy, and possibly the ugliest pair of twins I've ever seen in my life. I mean, just look at them. Look! Anyways, they have telepathic abilities, and they use these abilities to take over the mind of one of the cops and make him shoot the other, as one does. But when Spider Man shows up, they immediately use their powers to take over his mind. Oh, that's why it's called Mind Games. I get it now. But he's able to overpower and get them back into captivity. But it looks like Spider Man's head is still messing with them. Oh, I'm sure it's nothing. Everything's fine. Once Peter meets up with Harry, they start talking about the girls. And Peter says that he went to a movie with MJ and was at Indy's house later that night. Peter! Both in the same day? You might be the GOAT. Indy shows up and reveals the Gaines twins somehow managed to free Pterodax and Silver Sable from jail. So I guess she didn't drown? Spider-Man makes quick work of Pterodax and is right back to the Huz.
Peter, I've been thinking about your social life.
My social life? You mean us?
Not exactly.
Wait, you mean MJ is also at Indy's house? Peter, abort mission. I repeat, it's not safe. Abort mission. Hi, Jameson. Oh, wait. He has important information.
Already need a pick-me-up at 9 a.m.? Okay, here's one. I just heard Craven the Hunter's in town.
Sergei Kravenov?
No? Okay. Bye, Jameson. So Craven is actually working with Silver Sable to get revenge on Spider-Man. They try to kill Peter, he runs away, and then Spider-Man shows up. Huh. How did Spider-Man get there so quick? What if... Nah. And then, just out of the blue, Spider-Man decides to reveal his true identity to Mary Jane.
Maybe if you only had one of us to deal with.
Huh? Oh my god. Peter.
Probably just to get some play. But hey, that was the case. The plan worked. Oh, and there's Craven. Now we all know the drill. Spider-Man and Craven are going to have a fight, with Spider-Man coming out on top and Craven getting arrested.
What I want is to see you suffer.
No! Mary Jane.
Oh my goodness.
Peter, I'm so happy.
Mary Jane just died.
Good. Then make the chance. He deserves it, doesn't he?
Yes.
Peter is obviously upset by this and is ready to kill Craven. And a random guy, played by Stan Lee, tells him to go get his get back. And as if all of that wasn't enough, it's revealed that this entire time, the Gaines twins have been in control of Spider-Man's mind and made him see all of that so they could get revenge on Craven by having Spider-Man kill him for killing their parents. And they kidnapped MJ. So you mean to tell me everything I just watched wasn't even real? Yo, run part 2 right now, bro. Run it right now. Run it. Part 2 begins with Spider-Man absolutely whooping Craven.
Been quite a while since we tangled, Spider-Man.
Yeah, like 6 hours.
Fueled by pure rage. And I mean pure rage. I mean no quips, barely even talking at all, and straight aggression. He is on timing, bro. Before he can put an end to Craven, Spider-Man is somehow able to break free of the mind control. I don't even know how that happened, bro. I guess he's just that smart. With the help of Indy, Peter is able to find the warehouse where the twins are hiding and keeping MJ.
Sources have confirmed police have Sergei Kravinoff in custody. Kravinoff, also known as criminal mastermind Craven the Hunter, was captured by Spider-Man after an altercation at the Stark Industries power plant facility.
Spider-Man did not kill Craven. We have failed Mother and Father.
He could not have broken our mental programming.
Well, he did. So, now that Craven is out of the picture, twins pivot to using MJ to blackmail Spider-Man into killing Craven. I ain't gonna lie, they gotta die, gang. So Spider-Man takes out one of the twins and pushes her off a building. But wait a minute. Why is he laughing? How was she behind him?
Look over the side, hero. We have a surprise for you.
No. Indy. Indy. No. What have I done? Hold on, Indy. Please, hold on.
Oh my goodness, bro. What? So Indy ends up in the hospital and is probably dead. So there's only one thing this man can do.
They get back a motherfucker. We got what going on. They get back a motherfucker. They get back a motherfucker. They get back a thug, nigga. They get back a motherfucker.
And with the twins taken care of, Indy in the hospital, and the entire city against Spider-Man, Peter packs up his suit, throws it into the ocean, and quits being Spider-Man. that's it. The show was canceled after only one season. And honestly, that's pretty sad. This show was really something special. It's certainly not the best thing I've ever seen, nor is it even the best Spider-Man cartoon I've ever seen. But it had such a unique look and a tone that there really could have been more done with. I feel with at least one more season, it could have really cemented a stronger legacy. But with its cancellation and Spider-Man 2's release the very next year, erasing any chance it had at being canon, the show has been pretty much forgotten. But besides that, there's still a lot to like about this show. Neil Patrick Harris did a great job as both Peter Parker and Spider-Man. He was able to really deliver Peter's intellect and dedication, and also Spider-Man's wit and intensity. And when he was able to show more emotion, as Spider-Man specifically, it was absolutely fantastic. Especially in that finale. I feel like MJ and Harry were just kind of there half the time. They definitely were important characters, but they weren't really that involved. Harry way more than MJ.
Thank you.
MJ at least had romance plot lines with both Spider-Man and Peter. All Harry did was get girls and talk about how much he hated Spider-Man.
Well, maybe I can get you a job taking research photos for Oscorp. Then you can stop glorifying that murdering freak boy Spider-Man. I don't know what's supposed to happen next, on account of Spider-Man murdering my father. Idiots. They have no idea what he really is. A murderer. Amen. He should either leave town or hang up his webs for good.
And that was Spider-Man, the new animated series. A very ambitious project that was way ahead of its time. And after all these years, I still don't know how to end a YouTube video. So, bye!
Shouldn't we talk about our experiment?
Like I told you, this is where my new invention is. I know, solitary trade inventing. You wouldn't associate